Hi, this is Ann Katzeff of Ask Design. Welcome to our tutorial today about gallery block layouts. WordPress offers many options for creative folks to showcase their work. One engaging way is to display multiple images in a grid of rows and columns. For added pizzazz, I like to enable a lightbox feature so that the user can click on an image and view an enlarged version of it. In this tutorial, we'll explore the standard gallery block that comes with WordPress. Then we'll compare it to the advanced version provided by the Kadence Blocks plugin. Add a gallery block to a page using any of the following methods. First, we look for this plus symbol, the add block inserter here, or sometimes it'll show up as a blue line across a blue line. Sometimes it's hard to see that. But either way, click on that and you may see what you want in this abbreviated list. Otherwise, begin typing GA. I can see it here. Let's go for that. That's one way to do it. Another way is to go to left side of the page. Same thing, but this gives you a full list of all the blocks. Here are my Kadence blocks, so any plugins that might include blocks will be listed first. You could scroll or just, again, start typing. Here's the gallery block again. Or the third way, which I use a lot, is just a keyboard shortcut, the \G, and you may begin to see it in that abbreviated list. The more you type GAL, the more filtered that list becomes. Now, in all of these cases, we've selected the standard gallery block, and you can see you have these options to either upload media from your computer or go to the media library where you may already have some images. When you choose the upload version, this button here, WordPress will automatically place them inside a gallery directly on your page, which is really nice. I actually like to load my images first to the media library because then I add the alternate text and check things out. So I most often go to the media library, and that requires a couple of extra steps, and I'll walk you through it. Let's choose some images. You then have to go to this button, create a new gallery. You can add captions there if you like, and then go back and insert the gallery. And so there you are. This is what it looks like with just the default settings. Either way that you go, WordPress will insert a gallery on the page with the default settings and styling, which I've got listed here. You've got 3 columns, large resolution, crop images to fit is enabled, but randomized order is disabled. And then in the styling, it's pretty basic stuff. You have no background color. And the block spacing actually varies with the theme. I have found that even though this looks like it's 0, it may in fact be a small amount of space. It's some sort of preset built into the theme, and there is no border. So once again, let's revisit those default settings visually. This is what that standard gallery looks like. But now we're going to change some of the settings. We'll go with a 4 column. So let me select this. I'll open up my list view, and we see in the left sidebar I can select it here or directly on the page. It's a little bit trickier to select it on the page, so I like to use the list view. But in any event, I select that gallery. I've changed the columns to 4. What else? The resolution is full now. It was large to begin with. And then let's switch over to the Style tab. I've added a little bit of padding and a little bit of margin. I've also added some block spacing, as well as a dark blue border, a 1 pixel width border, and a radius of 6, which gives me a nice little round corner. Now, periodically, I'll remind you to save your changes. So we've done a little bit of mucking around. Don't forget to go to the Save button and click that. Now, you can always add images. We've started with 4, and adding images is pretty straightforward. Let me move everything up here. I'll select that gallery once again, and in my toolbar is this Add Hyperlink. And again, you can upload or go to the media library, and we'll just add a couple. Add to gallery, update the gallery, and you can see that those changes have been implemented. And of course, it's just as easy to select this gallery once more, go to Add. You can delete images as well by clicking on the Edit Gallery option instead. So you can click on the X to delete them, or even move them around if you want. So you could do that. And then again, update the gallery, and don't forget to save your changes. Now, WordPress has a native lightbox effect that expands an image when it's clicked. You have to activate that feature though. So first we'll again select the gallery. We click on the link icon, and you want to enlarge on click. So that's for the gallery part. And then for each individual image, you have to select each one and then click that link icon and link to the image file. So this is really important. I don't think it will always work if you don't do this. So remember this step too, as well as selecting the gallery itself. Let's go back here. The gallery itself. Whoops. What happened? There it is. We selected enlarge on image, enlarge on click, and then for each individual image, we've got linked to image file moving forward. And I did that for each of these, so it would activate the lightbox. And that's for the standard gallery as of this writing. I was kind of surprised. Let me actually go through the motions for you. Link to image file, link to image file. I'm just going to save this and go to the front end and show you the results of that, which are right here. If I refresh my screen, I can get this to enlarge, but there's no navigation to the next image. So there is navigation in the works right now. WordPress developers are busy implementing that feature, and we hope that will be ready for release with WordPress 6.9. It will improve the user experience dramatically so that you can fluidly move to each image in the lightbox instead of just the single image being enlarged. Now let's take a look at the Kadence Advanced Gallery block. It comes packaged with the Kadence Blocks plugin, and to install on your site, you go to the Plugins page, click on Add Plugin, and let's search for it. Kadence Blocks. There it is. I've already got it installed, so it's just telling me to update it. But you want to install it and activate it. If you prefer, you could go directly to the WordPress plugins repository and download the plugin. You can do this with any plugin. You download it, and then you could upload it yourself through the WordPress plugins page or FTP. It depends on your familiarity and experience with plugins. To install the Kadence gallery block, we can use that keyboard shortcut I showed you before. Type in G. If it shows up there, great. Here's the standard gallery. Here's the advanced gallery, which is the Kadence one. And you get this select image option. This is just for pro users, so for the free account you won't be able to do that, but let's select some images, the same four that we did before. Just like with the standard gallery, we create a new gallery and insert it, and this is what the defaults look like here. And these are the defaults. It's got a masonry layout, 3 columns, 10 pixel gutter, and look at all these other options. Well, first let's stick with the general. We've got links and captions. None of that is set yet. Then we have a style tab. No border radius, no image filter, no shadow yet. Again, these are just the defaults. And no padding, and no margin. Let's see what happens when we change a few of the settings and some of the styling. So we'll select the gallery and change the type from masonry to grid. And you see this image ratio. Let's change it to square. And the number of columns to 4. Increase the gutter to 30. Okay, looks pretty different. Let's continue with more settings. We'll link to the media file, full size. We want to trigger a lightbox, show the caption, and then you have all these caption settings. So you can see it's quite robust. I've got these set up to have a black background of 50% opacity, and just leaving all that stuff alone. Oh, hover on, show on hover, so it won't show up otherwise, just when the user hovers. And for image style, let's add a border radius of 6. Okay, and margins are under advanced. Let's add some a little bit of margins, top and bottom. Okay, and save what we've got. Now we'll look at those changes on the front end. Here are the results. If I click on it, then this is a true lightbox built right in. I didn't have to do all those things that you have to do with the standard gallery. It's pretty sweet. And just click somewhere off to the side to get out of the lightbox. Next, I want to add a border and background color. I'm trying to mimic what I did in the standard gallery. So I'll select the gallery and put it inside a group, and that enables me to add the background color, some padding, the border, and a radius of 6 pixels for the corners to make them a little bit more rounded. I'm going to make a few more changes just to showcase a few more of the wonderful features and illustrate the potential of this fantastic tool. Let's add some images. So I've got the original gallery selected, and similar to the standard gallery, I went up to, let me see, Gallery Advanced. No, it's not there. Oh, it's this one. And I've added a few more images, so add to gallery. I can also edit the gallery directly in the edit gallery area. And once I add or subtract or move the images around, I then want to update it, and it's automatically updated. And then I've messed around with a few other settings. Let's go through them. I've got now 3 columns and a much wider gutter of 110. And I think I've added some padding. Let me see. Yeah, I've added some padding. And I think sometimes I add the margins and sometimes I don't. So I invite you to explore all these different settings, play around with them, put your gallery inside a group and see what other things you can do with it. Here's that gallery, the advanced gallery, all these other options for the gallery type. You can do a carousel, a slider. There's all kinds of things you can try out, different formats for the ratio for the images. Just have fun. Really take advantage of all the wonderful features that this plugin offers. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to add them below. And we're all in this journey of learning about WordPress together. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.